Hello, Flame Fatales. I'm back, and this is Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater Master Collection. Very easy, any percent. That's a mouthful. On the couch with me today, I have Insomnia and Threach, I believe.
Hello.
Want to say hi?
Hello.
I am Insomnia, or May, which you'll probably just hear me referred to throughout the rest of the run. But I'm super excited. I've not played a Metal Gear game, so I'm going to be learning along with people outside of a few bosses.
All right. So right now we're going to go in here, and I wonder, do we have the bit war ready? Are we ready to go?
Yes, we do. We have Snake's outfit chosen, and chat has decided it will be rainbow.
It will be rainbow. All right. We're going to count to 15 as soon as Snake starts talking right now. And once he's done with this speech, that's when the timer is going to start.
East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
And go. So the first thing we're going to do here is the Virtuous mission, which is basically an extraction. We're going to get a man named Sokolov. And we just lost our backpack. So that's the first thing we got to get. Because I know you guys wanted the rainbow, but we can't put on the rainbow until we have the backpack. So the backpack's up here in the tree. I'm going to grab that. And then we're going to get our first little speech with the mayor here. These can be pretty long sometimes, especially the starting ones. Now, the pathing in this game is pretty simple. All you have to do is just run from A to B most of the time. The thing to look out for is the fact that when you're running uphill, Snake will slow down a little bit. And normally when you're just gaming casually, that doesn't matter. But for us speedrunners, that does save a couple of seconds. Hopefully, yeah, we're good. That is always a fickle area because sometimes they get me. And if I get knocked down, I end up drowning, which can be a really fun time overall. So we're basically just running through this little jungle right here, right now. And I almost forgot, even though we're still in the Virtuous mission, I do want to honor that we got the incentive met. So here's the rainbow outfit for Snake.
Amazing.
We're going to use something called the Easy Gun, because that one gives us a camo index of 80% no matter where we are. So it does make the game pretty easy mode, but that is, after all, what we're playing. We're playing very easy. But right up until we get to Sokolov right now, there's not much happening except for just running. So if we have any donations to read up, we can do that already.
Amazing. All right. We've got a $5 donation from Anonymous that says, "What a thrill. I'm still in a dream. Rainbow Snake Eater." Thank you so much. Of course, that's the song in the game is maybe the most famous part of it. I'd also like to let everyone know we have opened a new incentive for Splatoon 3 side order. It is upgrade to Frame Fatales %. If that incentive is met, we need to raise $2,500. The Marie's palette run will gain an additional restriction to make special palette art of FF using the Frame Fatales colors. So we need to raise $2,500 to make that happen, chat. So if those donations come in, you go ahead and apply those to that incentive to make that happen.
Nice, yes, get them in. All right, we're coming up here on Sokolov, and now we're going to find out that it was all for nothing because Sokolov gets taken. We have to go get him. We end up in a huge tussle with a guy named Ocelot. And he's right there, knocked out. So, you know, the whole bombastic, cool Hollywood stuff. If you want to see it, I definitely recommend that you play this game in its entirety, because this game is amazing still. And we're even getting Metal Gear Solid Delta sooner. So that's something to look forward to. Right here, we're going to get thrown off the bridge, which is going to be the first time we use the cure menu, which was introduced into Metal Gear Solid 3. So here, we're laying down, we are hurting. We're going to take some bandages, disinfectant, styptics, and suturing over these ones. Go one up. And now we're just bandaging and splinting the rest of these two, and then we're done. That is the Virtuous mission done.
That's actually really cool. The different healing options and stuff that you need to do for different areas.
It's very cool and intricate the way it was made. And for the time when it came out, I felt like that was groundbreaking.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of stuff in this game that you can do and you're gonna experience, but we're not gonna experience it. Oh, I missed that log, so that was... Oh well. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. Hitting that log only saves like half a second or so, but it's still good for speedrunning purposes. Up here, we're gonna get to meet the boss again, and she's gonna give us some good goodies again. Once we're past this part, I gotta remember to put on the rainbow suit again. There's a... Ooh, not that side. There's a couple of extra menuing that I have to do because of this, but luckily we saved that by doing other cool stuff. And I missed. That happens sometimes. But basically, the entirety of the game, you just go from A to B and you roll up hills. Also, you roll upstairs, because compared to MGS2, Snake doesn't bother with stairs in this one. Try to keep in the
I
middle
will
so we
say
don't
it's
fall off.
pretty nice how quick the dialogue is. I know a lot of games, like, you're able to mash through it very quickly, but I know a lot of games you would just have to, like, sit there mashing for like a minute each time.
Yeah, some of the, especially like the end credits and the beginning, can be a little bit annoying because you can't skip it. But other than that, it is really nice how you can skip pretty much most of this. And in this one, you hold down the triangle instead of pressing the triangle once, like you did in MGS2. So now we meet Eva. She is a cutie, but we're not going to see her yet because she's in the cutscenes. We don't get to see that. We're going to meet the Ocelot unit instead. Shoot this guy. Hopefully not get hit by that grenade. Shoot this guy. And I got hit by the grenade, so...
You're
Backup
just showing
strats.
what not to do.
Yeah. There we go. So that was what you don't want to do. You don't want to get hit by that grenade. But usually, if you can get that right, you can get all of the Ocelot units in that barrel area in itself. Sometimes one of them can veer off to the backside, where you have to either hit the barrels behind or you have to hit the guy behind the corner. And that one is usually a run killer. I just reset my runs after that because it steals so much time. Here, we're gonna... It's our first leech. You might have heard that. And we're gonna keep that leech for the entirety of the game. Because if we try to take it off, it's going to trigger a cutscene of Snake trying to remove the leech, which we don't want. Coming up here, we're coming to Bolshaya. And here it's basically just up to Gronin, I think it was his name. So if we got any donations, now's a good time.
All right, thank you so much. Well, we've got a $10 donation from Kittens McGee who says, let's go.
Oh.
We have a $35 donation from Naked Snake that says, paramedic, I heard there's a crab in the bonus game. How does it taste? And just as a reminder on that update, we are working toward the $105,000 milestone for this event. Total amount of dollars raised in order to unlock another crab's treasure. We're making very solid progress on that. We've also got some progress toward the upgrade to Vital's % incentive for Splatoon 3 side order. We've raised $125 for that already out of the $2,500 needed. We need to meet that before the start of our next run. So now is the time, folks. If that incentive is met, the Marie's palette run will gain an additional restriction to make special palette art of FF using the Flame Fatale's colors. We do want to see that happen, so go ahead and when you donate, apply it toward that incentive.
Yes, let's go. All right. So we're about to come up to our first proper boss fight. Did you learn this one?
This is Pain, is it? I forget his name.
Ocelot.
Ocelot, no.
This is Ocelot.
Ocelot,
okay, so
I have heard about, but don't actually know the full quick kill.
well, the Ocelot fight is a little bit stupid for me because the tactic is that you shoot him once, throw a stun grenade, shoot him again, throw another stun grenade. Now we gotta watch him, then we gotta shoot him again and keep cycling that. But he always wears off in the last one for me, so I usually just safe strat it and L1 through that one instead.
Yeah,
Just for the safety of this marathon.
common thread I've noticed with like all of the quick kills, stun grenades seem very good in this game.
Oh yeah, the stun grenades is basically our best friend throughout this entire game. There's a few bosses that you don't use the stun grenade with, like the Fury. But yeah, I think you use it pretty much with everyone else. Oh, and the Sorrow, of course. But now we're in the caves because the Pain forced us down here with his giant army of bees. And we're gonna fight him next, but that is another A to B run section. So one more donation if we have one.
Sure. All right. I am not going to sing this, so I apologize in advance. But we do have $100 from Anonymous that says, I give my dollars not for honor, but for you, Flame Fatales. In my time, there will be no one else. Donating, it's the way I fly to you, Flame Fatales. I'm still in a dream, Flame Fatales.
I love it. That was great. I could hear it in my head even though you weren't singing it.
Me too.
was really
I
nice.
said, I could take it. No. Sing it in
kinda
your
wanted
heads,
to.
it'll be great.
This one.
All right. The Pain. Feel free to explain this one.
Yep, so we are doing some damage at the start, and then we're using a stun grenade to get rid of his Hornet Shield, and then we're going to delay a little bit till after it blows up, and then shoot him again. Just if we shoot him before the stun grenade goes off, then he can get iframes, and then he'll ignore the stun, and the Hornet Shield won't disappear. And then we just do that again. And
I'm not hitting him in the... I'm not hitting him in the groin. Come on.
There we go. Nice. And we're doing a tech, I think it's called quick reloads, just to increase the fire rate of the easy gun, I believe. Was that what was
Yes.
happening? Yes. Okay.
Every
cool.
time I unequip the gun, I skip the reloading animation.
And you will see that happening with basically all the guns. Later on, some of the big ones as well. It saves a ton of time.
Oh, and actually for the last fight, we're just gonna rail the boss with the Patriot because we have the Patriot in New Game Plus and it's actually faster than trying to hit her with the stun grenades. So we're doing that. Right here, we're running through the rest of the cave because we're gonna come up on the other side here where we're gonna meet the end, but we're just taking a stroll. You know, Snake must have some great glutes throughout all of this. I actually found a really interesting glitch right here. I'm not sure how I triggered it, but when I was rolling right outside, I happened to roll a little bit to the left and I actually hit, I think, the transition zone because I started transitioning, but then everything started deloading for me, so I was just out of bounds. I don't know how I could use it in the speedrun properly, but it was something that just happened the other day. Right here, we're gonna swim until we're out of O2, and we're gonna keep swimming because Snake is a strong boy, so he can handle this. We're just gonna keep on the water because that's pretty much the fastest way. Then we're going to the warehouse where we're gonna meet the end for the first time. And here, there's a couple of barrels right there that we need to set off. These will set up the fight for the end later, making the fight with him easier, because if you noticed, his health bar is a little bit lower. Here I'm gonna delay the response of the enemies a little bit. I'm a little bit slow now. Okay, we're still good. Because those people from the warehouse, if you delay the response, they don't come out of the warehouse before you get through, so you don't get pushed back. If they get outside, they can push you back, which takes a couple of seconds out of your run, which is annoying when you're speedrunning. And since Snake can completely ignore stairs, we're just gonna do the old roll up the stairs, completely legal physic thing, as well as the hit the guard from the other side of the room physic, because that's what you do.
I mean, that's just how everyone takes stairs, I think.
Yeah. So now we're in the area where we are going to meet the pain, but not the pain, the fear, sorry. But we're not going to meet him yet. We're going to go this way instead, because we're cool. And that is to Granin, so we can do some donations.
All right, awesome. Yeah, we are getting so close to $90,000 raised, folks. This is amazing. We're just over $500 away from making that happen. So if you want to see more Fatales, you can upgrade to Fatales % during the Splatoon 3 side order run. We've got a little bit more information about that. We can make a palette of just the letters FF. It looks so cool. I saw a small preview of it. It looks awesome. We do need to raise $2,500 for that, but we're making some progress on that. So get those donations in. Thank you so much to Mage Danvers who sends in $25 with no comment, but thank you very much for that donation. And thanks to Kuiper as well, who sends in $5 and says, I'm a simple cephalopod. I see side order incentives. I donate $5.
Nice. All right, we are inside the lab. Get this guy.
Sorry, I just saw the lab's name for the first time. Granini Gorky. Sounds a little silly.
Yeah, some of the names here, Granini Gorky. Let's see. Okay, so down here, we're gonna pick up the handkerchief right behind this scientist right here. Just gonna need it for later. I swear I'm not gonna do anything sleazy with it. Open this door, please. Shoot this guy. The guy in the seat is never gonna bother with you unless you go to the left side of the hallway. So that he's totally I can't say that. Negligible. Now we're done talking to the important guy, so we're gonna go out here. And we're basically just backtracking again, so we have time for another donation.
All right. Thank you so much. We've got a $25 anonymous donation with no comment, but thank you very much for that. We've got $50 from Say the Kitsune, who says less than 3. Thank you very much for that donation as well. If you are interested in seeing more of the Splatoon 3 run, just a reminder, we do need to meet that $2,500 incentive before the start of Splatoon 3 side order. That's coming up quick, folks. We've got less than an hour left in this run to make that happen, but I believe it is possible. That will also take us over our $90,000 milestone for just what's coming up soon. So when you make a donation, !donate in chat, and then you can apply it toward the upgrade to Fatale's %, which just brings us more of the marathon and celebrates this community.
Yes. Oh. Great. Okay. Sometimes we get sapped. That's just how it is. We're going to, since we didn't take an alert, I'm going to just get the stun grenade right now. This guy obviously sees us because of our rainbow outfit, but you know what? Let him look. We are proud about it. We're going to keep showing off our rainbow colors. And now we're going to meet the fear. We don't really want to fight the fear though, so we're just going to take a chill pill. So, I don't know about you, chat, but
just when the real fear was about to
thing with the fear is we want him to turn around, then we wake up, throw a stun grenade at him, and I like to do it with a knife, but you can use a pistol if you want, but this is basically how you take the fear. And we're done. Now we need to get the venom out of our system, otherwise we're going to have a bad time throughout the rest of the run. But now we are going to go back to the... Oh, always forget to change the camera angle here. We're going to go back to the warehouse. Hopefully I can get this skip on first try. Nope. Well, that wasn't it, but we'll take that one too. And jump over here. Well, of course you saw something. Don't I look beautiful? And I messed up. What I should have done there was climb over, but I got caught up in him commenting on my outfit because I just look too damn beautiful right now. But there's a couple of tricks here and there where you can do a few stuff like that looks a little bit cool and saves a few seconds. It doesn't save a lot, but I mean, when you're showing off to your friends, it does look impressive. Not when you're failing it though, like I am right now. But now we're just running through the forest because we're gonna go see the end. So we got another donation time.
Amazing. Fashion Snake is so real. That's like what this game is about. Is honestly, this outfit is everything right now. I am so pumped. We are seeing more donations come in for upgrading to Fatale's % for Splatoon 3 side order. I also want to let everyone know that makes that game harder. It makes it more difficult for the runs. And honestly, looking at Metal Gear Solid 3 right now, I could never do this. We can continue to see a great display of skill and make Splatoon 3 even harder. So let's get that incentive met. Again, we're raising $2,500 by the start of the Splatoon 3 side order run.
Nice. All right, so we are coming up on my favorite or hated boss fight. So take it away, Insomnia.
Yep, all right. So we're just selecting our stun grenades here. So when we get through the cutscene, we have them selected already. And then we're going to be... Yep, so we're just running along here. He takes a shot, and we're meant to use a tree for cover, but it's a bit finicky. So we now throw the stun grenade. I think we throw 3 overhand tosses, and then we're going to be taking out the easy gun, and we need to get a headshot here, which we get, and then he'll lie down. We just need to use the lean to avoid him, and then we get 3 more shots. So we needed 2 out of 3 to be headshots there. I think we just got 1 out of 3. So we're just going
I hit
to
him in the
reset
arm.
fight. Because as soon as he gets out of the quick kill, it is just awful. So it's quicker to reset and get it than it is to try and do the fight casually. So we'll just do that again. And we dodged the bullet this time. Nice. And then our 3 overarm tosses. Cool. And then, yeah, he's stunned for like 10 seconds here once this stun wears off. So we have plenty of time to line this shot up. He does the lie down, we do our strafe. And
Yes, got it.
okay, we got him, nice.
Okay, so that's the end. That's my most finicky one. Luckily, we only needed 1 turn on him. Oops, menu too early there.
Oh, that
We're gonna
was a
go
quick
into our
run. That was the
backpack
end
here.
already.
Yeah, that's the end. Usually he takes longer, but that's basically what we needed for him now. So for the rest of the run, we're going to use this little thing, the cardboard box. You guys might be familiar with this. And this is because Snake has the exact same speed when he's running uphill while he's using a cardboard box. So we're going to be using this for basically traversing all the hill stuff.
I also learned today
Yeah.
that the box is fireproof.
Yes, it is. All the boxes are fireproof. So if you ever need to get out of a fire, at least in the MGS universe, I don't know how it is in the real universe. I wouldn't recommend trying a cardboard box in real life. But in the MGS universe, if you need to save yourself from fire, use a cardboard box. Now, this is gonna go for about 2 minutes, so we got time for some donations.
All right, thank you so much. We've got a $50 donation from Anonymous. There was no comment there, but thank you so much. I see we are also $50 closer toward meeting that Fatal's % upgrade for Splatoon 3 side order. If you're not sure about Splatoon 3 side order, the run is a bit like a tower climb, so you're picking up power-ups along the way. Each power-up has a color, so what we're going to see is if in the Flame Fatal's % run, you can only pick up certain colors to make that pattern. So that's going to restrict which power-ups we can actually get, which is why that is harder. We really want to see that because it's going to be an incredible showcase. It's also the only place we can see that because it's a specially made level. It's a specially made percentage. So that is at $180 out of $2,500. We are making our way there, but folks, we do not have a lot of time to make that happen. About 40 to 45 minutes left on this run before we start Splatoon 3 side order. So get your donations in and apply them toward that incentive so that we can see that very special, very difficult level.
Yes, get it in. Oh, here we go. The last frill. Just for the enjoyment of chat. All right, we are up. We are finally up at the mountainside. This is where the cardboard box is going to be very useful because there's a lot of hills and bumpiness and all that kind of stuff here. Now, usually when you played it on the, I think it was the PS2 or the PSP, they had some frame issues with this play, so people would usually look down while speedrunning this, but we got a decent computer, so we're not going to do that. You guys can actually see what is here, which is 3 guards and a bird. And if you look to your left, that is some sort of bird. Whoops, almost went through. Sorry. We're getting up to the mountainside here, and here's the first guards we're gonna take out. This is also more or less, just A to B. So we got time for one donation.
All right, wonderful. We've got $25 from DVX Edge, who says, "Keep up the great work and great game runs, everyone." Smiley face. And yes, honestly, amazing idea in chat. Donate $1 for each ladder rung that you can climb before your arms get tired. 20? 25?
That's a good question. Up here, we're going to get the RPG. You can get it during the Shagahod runaway fight as well, but I like to get it here because then you don't have to do an extra menuing once you're in that fight. And once we come up here, sometimes if you happen to get noticed here or noticed in the previous area, you can actually tank the alert all the way and Eva will still let you in at the door at the end. But luckily, we didn't take any alert now, so all we have to do is just jump over here, get up this side. We're gonna keep using the cardboard box because it's amazing at these hillsides. We roll over here into the trench, and then we just keep up going here, where we're gonna meet Eva. And here, it's kind of important that we don't steal her noodles, because she's gonna need it later. And we're done with talking to her. She's basically telling us about the Shagahod and how to get to it and where we gotta go. So we just gotta go out again. Sometimes if you hit the doors a little bit wonky, like Snake stops his momentum, he'll actually open the door really slowly, which can be a little annoying. I got that one on the first try, luckily. These rolls are pretty nice. Oh, hello. And then we count to 4 because we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4 and roll. Then we're gonna take this again because it keeps our momentum going. Why it keeps our momentum going, I don't know, but it just feels faster. We're coming up on the biggest RNG of the entire game, so May, if you want to explain this one.
Yep, so this is the Fury. He has a bunch of different spawns, so I'll see which one we get and then go from there. Alright,
Sounds
so
like it's on left side.
Okay, left side. Yeah, so this should be okay. We're going to shoot him 3 times, which will knock him down, and then just using the wall here as cover, and then baiting him into shooting.
He jumped.
Okay.
But that's fine.
Okay, we actually managed to save it. So the main thing is we want to avoid him flying around. So by baiting that second shot, we can minimize the chance of that happening. And then certain spawns, the initial 3 shots can also knock him off the ledge, which forces him to fly around, and then he'll fly all the way to the other end of the arena, and we just have to basically do the fight casually and snipe him for the rest of his health. But that was pretty quick, so definitely that can go a lot worse.
That was a luckier roll. Usually he's pretty okay if you can time the running away from the flames back to shooting him, because that segment is the one where you don't have limited amount of time to shoot him again. Otherwise you have to do him in 2 cycles. Now we're gonna do the one thing I hate in this game, which is the right cov grab. I can never do this consistently. Let's hope I can do it on the first try. A little bit of concentration. Ooh, you're taking a long time to load. That was actually way too far in. That might be a problem. Because the thing is, you want to hit Rykov as early as possible. Otherwise, there's a big chance that scientists will see you. Especially when you're running around in such a fabulous outfit as I am right now. But hopefully, doesn't look like he's following, so I believe we should be fine. Coming up right now is my absolute favorite skip of or glitch of the entire run. It only has one use case, and sadly it's very short, so if you blink, you'll miss it. But this is a box skip. We're not going to do that. We're going to change our uniform. Right now, we need to change to the officer. Otherwise, they're not going to let us in, as much as I love the rainbow outfit. But we're going to do a little box slide glitch right here. So I'm going to put on my beautiful binoculars. I have no idea why it's struggling with loading right now. That might actually take out a couple of seconds. We're going to look a little bit to the left here, and then we're going to... Whee! So that's the box slide glitch. And the way it works is that when you're hugging the wall and you're looking through the binoculars, when you tilt yourself a little bit to the left, the box that you end up in glitches a little bit into the wall, which causes you to slide like that. But sadly, that is the only wall in the entire game where it actually works for saving seconds. Otherwise, it's just a fun gimmick. So here's the torture scene. And I don't know, you want to read us some donations so we don't have to listen to this? It's pretty brutal.
Honestly, it sounds like a great alternative to that. So, chat, I'd like to know. Snake has 5 letters in it. Eater has 5 letters in it. Can your donation have $5 in it? Now is the time, chat. We are on crunch time to make this upgrade to Fatale's percent Splatoon 3 side order incentive. We do have some headway there, but we've got a ways to go. And chat, we are running out of time. We got to hit that before the start of Splatoon 3 side order. So if you, like me, want to ignore the torture scene, then let's get those donations in and see some more of this awesome percentage category that has been put together. Let's also hit $90,000. We are so close. How does math work? We're less than $500 away to make that happen. But helping us get there is Anonymous, who sends in $10 with no comment. Thank you so much, Anonymous. We've got a $25 donation from Alex with no comment, but thank you again for your donation. We've got another $25 donation from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you so much. So, folks, send in those $5 donations. Let's get a donation train going to make the Fatale's percent incentive happen.
Nice. Well, you might have already heard it, but since we are very hungry right now, you're gonna hear some growling as well. The worst part about this whole torture scene is that the first part you heard was actually not us getting tortured even. So now we're getting tortured. Do we have another donation?
Oh, yeah, we absolutely do. We've got a $50 donation from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you so much. We also have a $25 donation from Kerplop that says, thanks for having such a great marathon this week. See you all again real soon. Also, my favorite Splatoon idol is Marie. Shiver and Fry come in tied for second. So if you've got a favorite Splatoon idol, then send it a donation and let us know. We have $50 from Donate, who says, come on, chat. You're so cute. We can do this. Woot, woot, woot. Thank you very much for that donation.
All right. We are finally out of the torture scene. So I'm just going to throw out a random number here. It's going to be 144.75. Remember that, because coincidentally, that unlocks our door. So we're going to go out here, say hi to Johnny's father. Ow. Take a stab, because he likes to do that lately. Now we're just gonna leave. I don't know if it's his father or grandfather, but for those of you who played a Metal Gear series, you'll know. So we're just gonna run away. we're finally out of the torture scene, but sadly, I don't have anything. So right now, you guys are gonna have to deal with bumped and bruised Snake. I mean, he's pretty easy on the eyes, so I'm sure you guys can live with that, right?
I guess.
I don't know.
It's no rainbow snake, but it's okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't like seeing him bruised up all like that, but, you know, Grandpa Johnny, that is exactly it. We got Grandpa Johnny. Since we didn't get any alerts, we don't have to worry about anything here. Usually there's a dog running out at you, and that dog right here is going to come at you. It's supposed to be a whole, like, thing, but we're not playing by the rules when we're speedrunning. When are we ever? So we're just going to go through everything, get into the sewers, and then we're going to break... We're gonna break physics, or legs, I guess I could say, because we're gonna drop 3 stories down. Don't worry, we're still good. We can run.
The sewers are definitely my favorite place to go with open wounds, especially just jumping into the water. I'm sure this won't have long-lasting consequences.
No, none whatsoever. Oh, I can't get into the hole. Here we go. And you probably hear both my stomach growling, a snake getting hungry, and the dogs being hot on our heels. Normally, this would be a really high-intensity chase scene. So if you want to experience this for what the game really is, I definitely recommend playing it through normally, because this game is great. And I bet I'm gonna love Delta as well once it comes out. We're almost at the end here, and then we're gonna meet the Sorrow, which is a very interesting boss, because we're not gonna fight him at all. I also love the drums in that section. So here is the Sorrow. We're not gonna fight him, as I said. Remember the handkerchief I picked up? I'm gonna take that. And we're gonna take a nap. Whoops, we died. Oh no. Whatever did we do? So right now we just take the revival pill and oh, whoopsie doopsie, it was all a dream. So now we're back in the real world. Snake never drowned and we're alive. So we gotta find Eva and get our stuff back. So we can finally be Rainbow again.
While we're getting to rainbow status, do we have a second for another donation?
Yes, we do.
Amazing. Anonymous sends in $5 and presents a haiku. $5 for Snake. He's in a box, so sneaky. Sneaky rainbow snake. Thank you, Anonymous. You've got haikus. I'll read them.
I never really understood haikus because we never had them in my school. It wasn't normal in Norway. But that was really cool. I like that. This log right here is a little bit iffy. Sometimes if you roll wrong, which I did right now, you have to do that entire running sequence again. It's not that bad, but when you're saving seconds, it's about 5-second time loss or so. And here we're gonna meet this guy. Okay, we knocked him out, that's fine. This is luckily one of the times where you can be full alert and still meet Eva and she will accept you. Normally, if you have full alert, Eva will be like, no, go away, I don't want you here. But now we have the stuff back. For the sake of the run, I'm gonna do one extra menuing, just because we do have the rainbows. This does add an extra second, but we gotta make some few seconds for the rainbow, because we gotta have that.
Our priorities are.
We're gonna pick up another box in this area here because you can never have too many boxes. This box right here is gonna allow us to get into the area where the Shagahod is being built, hopefully, so that we can weaken it. And now is the actual menuing. We're gonna take off this, put on the easy gun, take away this one, Patriot, SVD, RPG, stun grenade, C-free. Then we're going back here, fake death pill, and cardboard box B. And that is our last menuing for the entirety of the rest of the game. So right now we are running up. You might recognize this area. This was the same area where we ran into the sewers. But instead of running into the sewers this time, we're gonna jump into this little truck right here. Oops. And we're gonna put on our beautiful cardboard box. They're gonna mistake us for cargo. And now we're inside the Shagahod's building area, workshop, weapons lab is the name. Whoops, wrong one. We're gonna have the easy gun for now, just so we can get past this guard that is right up there to the right. We don't want him to see us. Then we're gonna choose the C-free. We're gonna have the cardboard box on again, and watch as this guy doesn't understand anything of what's going on. While we take another call.
Perfectly fine time to have to answer the phone.
And then we got one more guy here. Gonna knock him out. We're gonna drop another C-free at this one. Go up this ladder right here and drop our last C-free here. And that's the power plant done. So now we're gonna take another phone call because we really like these phone calls. And now we're gonna fight Vol'jin. Vol'jin is pretty simplistic. All you have to do is just, you grab him, you throw him down on the ground, equip the SVD, make sure you shoot him in the head. That's the first part. Now we're gonna equip the SVD again. Don't go all the way in front of him. And I missed. We're good. But that's basically Vol'jin. The reason he doesn't have his shield ready when he hits you is because he doesn't put it up after hitting you, but it does put it up if he doesn't hit you when he's doing that AoE attack. That's why we want him to hit us. But if we stand far enough behind, it only gives us a slight bump instead of knocks us down. And this part right here is pretty... what do we call these? It's basically on rails. I don't have to do anything in this first segment here. So if we have any donations, it's very loud. But if you can manage to read over this, feel free.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Folks, I know we were talking about ladders earlier. There's honestly, if each dollar were a rung, we would have just over 300 to hit $90,000 raised. We are dramatically running out of time for the upgrade to Fatal's % incentive for Splatoon 3 side order. If you want that game to be as beautiful and colorful as Rainbow Snake, now is your time to donate. Donate to make the $2,500 incentive happen. That is coming up. We need to make that before the start of Splatoon 3 side order. That is coming up next after this run. We've got a little bit of info for you after the run, but other than that, we've got Splatoon 3 side order, and that is just coming up next. So thank you so much to Jared, who donates $25, does not provide a comment, but does provide a generous donation to benefit Malala Fund. Thank you so much. Folks, don't forget when you donate, please apply it to the upgrade to Fatal's % incentive. We do really want to see that met. We have very little time left to make that happen, so please get those donations in.
Yes, let's get it in. We're still in the first part, actually. Do you have another one?
Oh, yes, absolutely. We have a $25 donation from Anonymous without a comment, but thank you very much. I also just want to remind everyone that every donation benefits Malala Fund. Malala Fund is working for a world where every girl can learn and lead. With more than 130 million girls out of school today, Malala Fund partners with education advocates and activists who are breaking down barriers that hold girls back. We know that is an amazing cause, so folks, if that means something to you as well, please consider donating and applying to meet the open incentives.
All right, here is the first part where I actually have to do something. These guards right here will not let us pass unless I kill them. Did I hit that back? Yeah, we did get him too. So we got all of the guards here. Just getting him too. And that's basically all you have to do for this entirety of the motorcycle scene. Until you start fighting the Shagahod, of course. So tell me, Insomnia, what was your favorite character out of all the ones you've seen now that you've had a chance to check out MGS3?
Oh gosh. I think it's gotta be Hornet Shield guy. For no other reason than using bees as a shield is a completely unhinged concept and absolutely something, from what I've heard, seems like par for the course for Metal Gear.
Oh yeah.
But the Paradox seemed cool as well, just from the design-wise. Obviously, I didn't exactly see much more of him, but I think Paradox is probably my favorite aesthetically.
Do you mean Pain?
No, Sorrow. That's it.
Oh, the Sorrow. Yes, the Sorrow. The Sorrow is my favorite too. But I kind of like all of them for different reasons. Yeah. I think just the boss creation from Kojima was excellent on all parts. He's always made interesting bosses.
Yeah, for sure. They're all just very unique as well. For kind of the more military-sided themed games, I guess it's very easy to kind of make it all a bit samey, but they all feel pretty unique.
Yeah. All right, here's the 3 damage Shagahod part. So right now is our chance to hit the Shagahod, get in some 3 damage, which I'm not getting right now. There we go. So basically we're gonna listen to Vol'jin scream that we're wasting our ammo and that he doesn't feel a thing. And if that's all we can manage, pretty much this entire segment, because we're basically trying to wear down the Shagahod to the part that we only need a couple of shots. I still don't get I still can't do the Shagahod fight completely consistently, but I'm gonna try to do it at least within 3 shots. But yeah, this is basically what you hear him saying the entire time.
Yeah, there was one part in the quick kill on the guide that looked really precise. So when it's turning, shooting the back right track.
Yeah, that entire thing is very precise. I'm gonna try to get it, but it's very inconsistent for me. The good thing about the sniper is that once you've aimed, you don't really need to aim again, because Snake is a god when it comes to aiming. So we just have to press the shooting button and boom, we got it. I'm going to hold R2 here and take a couple of seconds just to think, because right now I need to hit the right side at a very precise part. I don't think I got it. Nope, I didn't get it. Damn it. I missed the second part.
Yeah, so what we're aiming for there is we have to hit the backside of the Shagahod, the backside of the central hull, I guess. And then the shooting the tracks is to lock it in place, just so we can get around to the back of it quicker. And just by shooting the back track there instead of the front one, it's slightly faster / more consistent, I believe. And so now the guy gets out on top of the Shagahod, and we're able to stun it. And he has a bullet shield to the front, which is why we stun the Shagahod at a specific spot. And then the second one, we can just finish him off with a headshot.
Okay. Luckily, the second phase was quick enough. First phase is always the one that is most difficult. But yeah, so basically this is another rail part. Now, instead of looking up, we're gonna look down because that saves more frames. But we got 2 areas to go with this as well. So if we got some more donations.
Oh yeah, we are focusing on targets in the game, and we're focusing on targets in the course of our donations too. We are less than $200 away from raising $90,000. Folks, we can do that by the end of this run. I absolutely believe. We're still working toward that upgrade to Fatal's percent. $2,500 needs to be raised before the start of Splatoon 3 side order. Folks, I know you can do it. We are, again, less than $200 away. And all of this is helped along by generous donations, including a $100 donation from DJ Crabhat that says, "What a spectacular MGS3 run." Thank you so much for that donation.
Thank you. Ooh, DJ Crabhat. That sounds cool. Did you guys know that I DJ too? Oh, we got another donation?
We do. We have a $5 donation from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you so much for that donation.
Thank you. She's gonna drive through this area, but we don't really need to do anything here. We just sit and wait. Basically, the second part of the game is a lot of waiting and watching. I mean, you can look at Eva if you want. She's pretty easy on the eyes, so there's that. But other than that, we're mostly just looking down for the sake of saving in-game time, because in-game time keeps running even if the frames lag. So if you have a few frame lags in the game, it will cut into your in-game time. But, you know, we can also do this, so you guys can watch the beautiful rainbow outfit that we picked out. This is, after all, the final stretch until we're gonna fight the boss. We also have some friends behind us. But basically, this part right here is more or less just sitting, waiting. Then we got a tree, of course, we got a tree trunk coming up in a little bit. That's about the one thing where you can have Eva scold you or commend you, depending on. You can just leave it. It doesn't really matter. But biking with friends is great. Although these guys aren't really biking, I would say they're more hovering, kind of cheating. Also, not really driving all that well. I mean, would you have friends that drive like that?
I mean, not for long if they're driving into cliff faces at speed. Even if I did. But no, I think most of my friends can drive okay.
Yeah, I hope so.
Better than that, at least. It's a low bar.
Here we're gonna get some friends on bikes, luckily. These guys are more sensible, so they decided to follow us on the bikes. But again, it's mostly just taking in the scenery, enjoying things, and reading donations that we got.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh, yeah. I think hovering with friends is definitely what's going on here. We've got a $5 anonymous donation with no comment. Thank you so much for donating. We are getting closer to our current goal of $90,000 raised, but also we have a $105,000 milestone we're working towards to open up another Crab's Treasure. So folks, if you're interested in seeing that, please make your donations. We're especially in crunch time now before Splatoon 3 side order, upgrading to Fatale's percent to make those color chips, the ones that we pick up in order to spell out FF for Flame Fatale. So now is your time. Thank you to Anonymous for a $25 donation with no comment. We so appreciate your generosity.
Yes, let's get that. I want to see another Crab's Treasure. I actually started playing that with my partner. Had so much fun with it. But I haven't got very far. I really need to see some speedrunners do it really well.
We would love to see that. Oh,
yeah. No, that's fine.
and
We're finally over.
Go ahead.
We're finally over the jump here. So now we are out of the auto-scroller, but we still got things that we're just gonna do a couple of things here. We're gonna give Eva some instant noodles. Remember the noodles that we didn't want to take from her earlier? Then we're going to cure her, and we're gonna bandage, disinfect, styptics, and suture her wounds. And now she's fine. We're gonna completely ignore her for the first part here because Eva can fend for herself, at least the first area. So we're gonna go down here, and Eva is just gonna magically turn up because, you know, that's what she does. Now it's an escorting quest because it wouldn't be Metal Gear Solid if you're not escorting someone, you know? So go ahead, Threach. What were you saying?
Oh, we are just over $400 raised toward the upgrade to Fatale's percent incentive. I also wanted to make note of the fact that every single donation that comes in goes toward our $105,000 milestone. That is total amount raised over the course of this event, and we are almost at $90,000 out of that. So let's make that happen, folks. Get your donations in. That is an incredible amount of money, but I know we can do more. All of this benefits Malala Fund. It's an amazing cause, and we love to see all of your generosity come in. So thank you to everyone who's donated, and please consider donating. Also, check out the awesome prizes that we have. You can use ! prizes in chat to see what's available before the end of the finale tonight.
Nice. Okay, the reason I'm stuttering is because Eva is really slow. And usually if I walk too fast, I'll end up losing her. And I have a tendency of doing that. So just for marathon safety, I'm just lagging behind a bit. We got 3 guards right here that we need to take out. And totally miss on this guy. Then we just keep going through here. We got a pretty lengthy area here, so I believe we have time for one more donation.
All right. Let me double check. Just checking the status of that incentive. Again, we've got over $400 toward the $2,500 needed for that. And as a reminder, we are making our way towards $105,000 raised over the course of the event. So we're almost at the end of this run, folks. We got to make that incentive happen before the start of Splatoon 3 side order. So if you want to see a custom palette, a custom category that's been created for Flame Fatales, please donate. We're really in the last stretches of this. So if you want to see that happen, you want to see more of the marathon and make it more difficult for our runners, now is the time.
Ooh. I love it when you guys make it more difficult. I'm gonna take out this guy right here because he might see us. It's usually not a problem, but we are basically coming up to the end of this thing right here. We're gonna do one last boss fight, which is the boss. Who would have guessed? And then we're gonna shoot Ocelot, and then we're done. So this is pretty simple. All we're gonna do right now is just put on the Patriot, and we're just gonna watch her get mowed down. Once she runs back to us, we're gonna just get out of her grab by spamming square and away from her. Sometimes she likes to bite back. She really likes to bite back this time, so that's gonna cut into my time. Okay. Hopefully, we just need 2 more cycles. And 1 more cycle should do it. There we go. And that's the boss. And this segment right here is pretty much the saddest part in the whole game. It's also unskippable, so all of you can enjoy some sad music and a hearty farewell to the boss. Remember to give her a salute, because she gave everything for her country.
It's our only hope.
And we actually got time for a donation or 2.
Sounds great. Thank you so much. Folks, do you want to see more Frame Fatales? Do you want to see more difficulty in Frame Fatales? Honestly, it's going to be a good one. In Splatoon 3 side order, you can see a special category that was specifically made for the event called Frame Fatales %. You basically take the challenge of the palette, Marie's palette run, but then you have to make the palette go in a certain order to spell out FF for Flame Fatales. Now is the time. You can donate to make that happen. It's incredible. It looks beautiful. We're so excited to showcase that to you. If that's not incentive enough, you can also get some amazing prizes with a minimum donation. You should use !prizes in chat to check those out. They are so awesome. Every donation counts toward our milestone to make another Crab's Treasure happen. That unlocked at $105,000 raised over the course of the event. Thank you to everyone who has been donating so far.
Here we go. This is gonna be the last thing, so I'm gonna give a shout out to my community who are so supportive and wholesome. And if you want to be part of it, you can find us over at Kialee@car.co. I'm getting some problems with the focusing right now, but hopefully you guys can see it. I also got an album that I dropped on this Friday. It's a pop and R&B thing, so if you guys like that, that would be amazing. Shout out to my partner who's currently undergoing chemotherapy, and we've got, as soon as we're coming up here, time. And that is Metal Gear Solid 3, Master Collection, very easy, any %. And if you've got something to say, Insomnia?
No, just thanks, Kialee, for having me on. It was a lot of fun, and now I really want to play a Metal Gear Solid game. But no, it was a really cool run. The boss fights, it's cool seeing like how they're broken, and it's cool how, despite each being very quick kills, like they're all done quite differently. It's not as just like super over centralizing, which is cool.
Yes. Thank you for having me, Flame Fatales. I'm Kialee. You can find me on Twitch and follow the card if you want to check out my other stuff. I love you guys.